The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to talk about villains I want to see in the Batman sequels. Of course, I know there are going to be spin-off shows of the Penguin and also Arkham Asylum. A lot of people say that the Joker will be part of the Arkham Asylum show. The current villains that we have in the Matt Reeves' Batman universe is the Penguin, Catwoman, the Joker, and also the Riddler. I suppose Carmen Falcone is also a bad guy, but he's kinda just like a street mafia guy or something. In this video I'm going to talk about 3 different groups. So the realistic villains, the unrealistic villains, and the team-up villains. So a bit of information about the 3 groups. So for the realistic villains, I chose characters that don't need a medical or a scientific medication or something. So just people who suffered or people who have normal weapons or something. For the unrealistic villains, we have people who made their scientific weapons or scientific armors. For the team-up group, there is one individual who creates different personalities or different characters. Let's begin with the realistic villains. So we have Two-Face, the Court of Owls, and Talon, and also Professor Pig. Of course, Two-Face appeared in the Nolan trilogy and also the 1990s Batman movies. It might get repetitive just seeing another Two-Face again in a movie from Batman, but sure, they're probably going to do it. So the next one is Talon and also the Court of Owls. The Batman actor even said he was interested to see the Court of Owls in a upcoming Batman movie. So yeah, we might probably get it in the future, who knows, but I think these guys will be a very interesting villain. Oh boy, and the next one is Professor Pig. Pardon my French, but this guy is insane, and that's why I also like to see him in the movies, because I mean, with the Matt Reeves style from the Batman, I think they could really pull this off somehow, because I mean, this Professor Pig guy is insane, and I think they could really pull this off if they're bit careful, of course, because this guy could be in an R-rated project, of course, but I think they can do something with him. Second group is the unrealistic villains who need a medical or a scientific weapon or armor. So of course we have Bane. Bane needs his venom toxin to become stronger. So we also saw him in the Nolan trilogy and also the 90s movies. But what if you have a combination between the smart Bane and also the strong Bane and put them together? I would like to see Dave Bautista play him, because I mean, the guy looks like Bane, to be honest. Next character is Mr. Freeze. Yes, he also appeared in the 90s movies. I have to say, I really like Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze, of course, needs his ice armor to stay cool. If they combine like things from the Victor Von Vries comic books and also the animated Mr. Freeze episode, they could do something incredible. I have 2 actors for this role, I guess, and that's Giancarlo Esposito, the guy could really pull this off, and also Mark Strong, aka Merlin from The Kingsman. The next character is Scarecrow. So Scarecrow has his fear toxin that he spreads around people. We also got him in the Nolan trilogy, but I really want another version of him where he doesn't really work for other villains, just a standalone movie for him as a villain and fighting Batman would be really cool in my opinion. The last group is the team of villains. So there is this one main character who creates different characters or different villains for Batman to fight. The main head villain, I guess, would be Hugo Strange. I was also thinking about Professor Pig, but I mean, Hugo Strange is much more interesting in that area, because in the Arkham City game, he was also a guy who experimented on people. Of course, Batman won't fight all these villains in one movie. Maybe they could spread out a bit, like maybe introduce Hugo Strange in the 3rd movie and let them fight like maybe Killer Croc, and in the 5th or 6th movie there is going to be like a Man-Bat villain, which is also made by Hugo Strange. I already told you 2 villains, but I mean, Killer Croc, Man-Bat, and also Clayface could be one of those experiments gone wrong by Hugo Strange. Killer Croc would be very cool to see in the Batman universe. Of course, I don't count the Suicide Squad version because that's trash. Man-Bat is also one of the interesting villains I would like to see in the Batman universe, because Man-Bat is a very interesting villain. And yes, he is also in an experiment gone wrong, I believe. And last but not least, I want to see Clayface, man. Clayface deserves his own movie by now, because I mean, the guy has never been in a movie before, and that's a shame because his character is very interesting. His powers are well, kind of the same as Sandman. He can make himself bigger, he can make himself smaller, he can create fists with his clay hands, and yeah, he can also transform into other humans, I believe. So, right, that's also very interesting. But yeah, that's one of the villains. I don't think we'll be able to see him in the Batman universe because yeah, he's not really realistic. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yes, this was quite a lot of information in one video, but alright, hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. And I will see you later. Goodbye, everyone.